Yeah, well, me, I'm a real big thinker. Like I always think worst case scenario for anything that's going on. Like like be in law enforcement, you're gonna have your chief or your lieutenant come on the radio. Hey man, let me see you at the station. Before I get to the station, was on 10 minutes. I'm going through everything I've done in the last couple of months. Like, okay, did somebody complain on me? Did I do something off duty? And all of a sudden, I'm thinking like worst case scenario. And which at the time, I don't know if I'm getting in trouble or not. I'm thinking like I'm already here, my stomach's tied up and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm hyperventilating out of air. You don't even know what's going on. But like I said, I'm working myself up because I'm thinking that, okay, man, I'm about to be in trouble about something I've done. And I say, I haven't even done anything. So I get to the office and they're trying to congratulate me on something I've done, or they're trying to give me an award or something. And like I said, I just messed up almost my whole day, started sweating for no reason because I started looking at the wrong things. So that's what I try to do is like I try not to focus on that. And I tell people, and I'm really honest about it, like I start going to therapy. Like therapy was good for me.
Mm.
And my brother told me, here, like, man, you look at things differently as law enforcement, how you thought about therapy. And that threw up a red flag. Like, first of all, I don't need therapy.
But we don't do
Second of
therapy. We'll
all,
lose it. We'll lose it.
yeah,
We'll lose our badge and gun if they find something
I was
wrong with
saying,
us.
and I told him, I said, second of all, I said, that could affect my job. He's like, but you haven't done anything wrong. I like, you understand, you go in there and say the wrong thing, they're going to take my gun and badge. And he was like, no, I'm just saying sometimes you need somebody that's unbiased, that doesn't know you, that you could go in there and just talk about. I remember my very first therapy session. I was with law enforcement. I sat on the edge of the couch in the corner, and he tried to talk to me, and I just gave him short answers. Like, what's your name, Eric? What do you do for a living? Law enforcement. Like, what's really bothering you? Nothing. Give him those generic things. But over time, I became so comfortable and talked to him. I got told him that, hey man, in high school, I felt like I should have been prom king. I wasn't even a person that put in to be on the prom list. But I felt like I should have been prom king. I felt like I was a cool enough guy. And I say little small things had to come out. And then from there, you can start taking down the layers and some of the problems that you have going on. And that's one of the biggest things that we face, especially in law enforcement. If you're going through something, talk to somebody. I had the problem of I'll come home, I'll seclude myself, try to figure it out myself. Sometimes you can, but for the most part, you need to talk to people about those problems that you have going on. And I tell people therapy is good because if something's going wrong, go to therapy. If something's going right, go to therapy. You're there to talk to somebody about what's going on in your life. You're not there to try to get all your feelings out and just mag dump them and they're like, okay, well, you got a lot of issues going on. And then law enforcement, we have issues thinking that time we go to therapy and time we say anything, that they're gonna take our gun and badge. Unless you're out there just saying that you want to come out here and just kill 20 and 30 people, they're not worried about that. If you're saying that, hey man, I might have a couple of issues with drinking, I might have a couple of issues with females, males, I might have issues that I want to fight people all the time. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that. And that's one of the hardest things that I get people to even fight. That, hey man, maybe you should try therapy. And then you hear it, therapy, I don't need therapy. Wrong with me. I'm not crazy. I say, so I'm crazy because I go to therapy. But since you don't go to therapy, okay. I say, I guess. So that's just something that we deal with. But I tell people, you got to find that solution for you. And for me, therapy was good for me. Some people it's music. Some people it's going to the gym. You got to find out what works for you to help calm your mind because your mind play tricks on you.
Yeah.
You'll start thinking about the worst thing that could happen or the problems more than the solutions, and then you go down that rabbit hole. So you got to find out what works for you. And I tell people, for me, therapy was it for me. It took me a while to do it. My brother told me for like 2 years, but it took me a while to get to that point.